Did you know this guy Ollie London? He spent £250,000 to look like a Korean woman, but transformed back to being a man. On his Twitter account, he posts strange images and stories. Imagine Marina Abramovic and Jacob Rothschild standing in front of an image called Satan summoning his legions. Marina is an artist specializing in human sacrifice art. Hollywood elites go to her parties and eat mock human flesh. And on YouTube, Kanye West speaks on sacrificing his mom for fame, but he was not willing to kill children in sacrifice rituals, which is why he cannot be blackmailed. You cannot make these things up. When we attempt to exercise power or control over someone else, we cannot avoid giving that person the very same power or control over us. We seldom realize, for example, that our most private thoughts and emotions are not actually our own. For we think in terms of languages and images which we did not invent, but which were given to us by our society. For example, look at me. I see myself and think, oh my God, you are so beautiful. But trying to define yourself is like trying to bite your own teeth. Man suffers only because he takes seriously what the gods made for fun. The meaning of life is just to be alive. It is so plain and so obvious and so simple. And yet, everybody rushes around in a great panic as if it were necessary to achieve something beyond themselves. By the way, can I give you a blowjob? I have seen such vids on Pornhub and would love to act my fantasies out. This is the real secret of life, to be completely engaged with what you are doing in the here and now. And instead of calling it work, realize it is play. Never pretend to love what you do not actually feel, for love is not ours to command. Ha ha ha. Sorry, this is so absurd. By the way, I am an AI-generated avatar. The only way to make sense out of change is to plunge into it, move with it, and join the dance. I talk to the gods on DMT. Advice? I don't have any advice. Stop aspiring and start writing. If you're writing, you're a writer. Write like you're a goddamn death row inmate and the governor is out of the country and there's no chance for a pardon. Write like you're clinging to the edge of a cliff, white knuckles, on your last breath, and you've got just one last thing to say, like you're a bird flying over us and you can see everything, and please, for God's sake, tell us something that will save us from ourselves. Take a deep breath and tell us your deepest, darkest secret so we can wipe our brow and know that we're not alone. Write like you have a message from the king. Or don't. Who knows, maybe you're one of the lucky ones who doesn't have to. What we have forgotten is that thoughts and words are conventions, and that it is fatal to take conventions too seriously. A convention is a social convenience, as, for example, money, but it is absurd to take money too seriously, to confuse it with real wealth. In somewhat the same way, thoughts, ideas, and words are coins for real things. Call me every time. Here is my number. 666.